Hi everybody, it's Saturday. Welcome to Jana's Crochet Journey. Today I would like to show you some of my projects that I've been working on. I just want to thank everybody for returning and watching all the little tidbits and things that I've been showing. And I appreciate everyone coming back and liking and subscribing and commenting. I so far have been lucky enough to be able to respond to everybody. If not, I've had a couple comments that weren't in English, and one I was able to put in like a Google Translate, and it was a good comment, so I gave the person a heart, but I'm not sure about replying back, so I didn't. If you're watching again, I'm sorry. I don't know if I replied in English. Well, you should be able to read it, right? Like, I don't know. If you watch this one, you can let me know. There was also another one that wasn't in English that I had to report. Was not able to copy and paste it to translate it, but I'm pretty sure I got the gist, and it was rude, so I just reported it, and then it was the last time that I looked, it was deleted off of the video. So, yeah, they're out there. What else? Not really too much else news wise. It's pretty chilly here today in Western New York. Took a shower and put warm jammies on, and I don't think I'm going outside today. I'll save some yard work for tomorrow when it might be in the 70s, or I'll wait till Monday. So one thing I have to show is I just only got around to doing one more dishcloth, and this is done with a 5.5 millimeter hook, and I've just been going through and trying to use up my Lily Sugar and Cream, and this is just in Seafoam, I think, and you just alternate single and double. And I have a hard time with the edging sometimes, so I decided not to go around and put an edge on it, and it's been a while, so I don't know if this is the one that I chain 29 or 35 on, and then again alternate single double, chain one, turn, and just keep doing it until you reach the size that you want. So that will go in my tote for the craft show. I did pull a couple skeins of some of the stuff that I'm not a fan of, because I'm going to try holding two skeins together, one of the cotton and one of this, almost like it's not the Scrubology, but it's a different type of scrubby, but it's like the flat ribbon kind, and I'm going to see how that works out. If I can use some of it that way, I'm definitely going to try, because I have a lot of it. I think I bought two in every solid and variegated that they had. If I can't manage it, it's definitely going to be in a giveaway. I might just do it all in one, and if somebody's interested, then it would be a lot. Okay, then I am doing the Cuddle along with Christy from Crochet Creations by Christy and Stephanie from Stephanie's Yarn Escape. If you're a member of their Facebook channels, you post a picture of your project, and it was originally 3 months, April, May, June. They've extended it to add July. So my third contribution, and I did post my picture already, is for a lovey. I used Caron Simply Soft, and this is all I have left. I was debating whether to go around one more time with a second round of single crochets just to use it up, but I was afraid I would run out and then I'd have to rip it out or grab a black and finish. I just didn't want to deal. I do have a tote with scraps, so I'm going to be doing a scrap blanket. I saw Jada and Stitches put up for a limited time you could get a free pattern off of her website, and I printed it, and it's for a scrap blanket where she holds 2 different colors together. So I think with these yarns, I like the tote is barely closing now, so I need to do something with those, you know, so I can refill it. So this Caron Simply Soft is the colorway Stormy Weather Ombre, and it's just different shades of gray and black. And this is a medium 4. I used the pattern by Zelda and RJ3. 5mm hook. It's the one where you put single crochets around a hair tie and then you do like the granny. So this is the lovey, and it's like a panda with gold feet, gold ears, and the eyes are a sparkly gold. So I wanted to use the ombres because I love how you just let the colors do their own thing. I always get anxious, like, oh, it's going to be turning. And yeah, so there's that. And if anyone doesn't know about these type of loveys, being that it's around a hair tie, you can pull it off, wash this, hand wash your animal, or if you're talented and you crochet the animal, and then you can wash it, dry it, and put it back on. So this is another lovey for the craft fair, unless sometime before that I end up selling it or something. So there's that. I'm looking at my notes. The next update is on my Mosaic blanket. It is my June pattern section. I have one more for July, and then I'll be putting the border on. And this is the Havana Afghan by Tina. She has a really long name and I don't want to mess it up, but if you type in the Havana Afghan into YouTube, you will find that along with a couple other paid for patterns that I have. This uses a 5mm hook, and I used Mary Maxim Value yarn. This section I used the light gray and the dark teal. In the last couple rows I ran out of light gray, and instead of opening another skein I just put the dark gray in there. Figured it's fine. All right, so to recap, and I will measure this when I'm done. So I decided to do one pattern a month, and I'll go through it quick for the new Yarny friends. So this was my January. Then this was my February. And in March, I also ran out of a certain purple and I just changed it out. So there's that one. And this is 100% acrylic, so this blanket has some weight to it. So April. And this is May. And then this is June. And then you can see where I ran out of light gray. So there was 2 rows of dark gray. So there's that. And this is, to get the width, I can almost hold my arms straight out. And I actually can. And I shrunk down to 5'7". So that could tell you how wide it is. But I love this. Love the mosaic. So now the last color is, I'll use the dark gray, and I think it's another shade of purple, but or burgundy. I don't know. You'll have to watch for July. And then I'm hoping to get that done earlier in the month than later, so that maybe in July as well I can also do the border. But realistically, with Christmas in July going on, I might wait and do the border in August just to keep myself on track, because I do have the craft show at the end of July and I really need to get more stuff done. But of course, I see all these patterns and I just want to do them. Okay. Oh, heavy. All right. There's that. Now, so I did start a new project, and this is not one of the projects that I had already set aside in project bags. This inspired me from one of the yarns that I got from the Hobby Lobby clearance. I had picked up 4 of these Yarn Bee Stitch 101 acetates, and this is the color Redwood, and this is very soft, 180 yards. Says to use a 5.5 millimeter hook, so that's what I'm doing. And the project that I decided to do was by Jennifer from Fiberflux, and it is to be like a mitered square shirt, wearable. And she said roughly 600 yards. I have 720, so that if I feel like I want the shirt to be bigger, I've got that cushion to go a little bigger. Now, the skein I'm attached to right now looks like this, because this is probably the 4th pattern that I started before saying, yep, this is the one. Because I tried a couple patterns by someone else. They used Caron Simply Soft, and I wanted to use this yarn. Now, this is a 4 medium, and Caron Simply Soft is you know, no, I must have dropped it, is still a thinner 4, but comparing my project to the way theirs was coming out in the tutorial, mine was definitely smaller. So I switched, started another one by her. It was still coming out small. I was getting annoyed. So this one by Jennifer is for, I believe she was using a DK, so I felt like it was gonna work because of how thin this 4 is. So I'm going with it. And let me show you how far I am. Let me give myself a little. Okay, so this is where I'm at so far. And it is to resemble the mitered granny square. So you start with a regular granny down here, and she said you could make this bigger before you started the other part, but I'm following her to the T the first time around anyways. And yes, it looks a little off, but you give it a little tug like she suggested, and it's fine. So that's where I'm at so far. This is the first panel. You end up making 2 panels the same size, and then you sew them together, leaving the armholes and the neck, and that's pretty much it. So I think for the first time of doing a wearable shirt pullover, it's a good pattern. And then if it ends up still being a little wonky when it comes together, it's fine because it's for me. Okay, then the last thing, I just pulled my supplies together, so I haven't even started yet. I went online to Yarnspirations, and I wanted to find a pattern for that Yarnspiration Bernat Casa yarn that I showed from my Hobby Lobby haul. And they had 8 or 10 patterns. I really want to do a corner to corner. I'm gonna get there one of these days, but I don't think that's the yarn to do it with. I think I need to start with a dishcloth first. But I decided to do the Mix It Up Crochet Throw, and this says it's for a beginner, and it's a free pattern on their site. This says it takes 5 balls. The color that I wanted to use, I have 3 of, and this is the color Turquoise Harbor. It's 170 yards, 78% polyester, 22% acrylic. So this is what it looked like. And this has the faux fur, the bumpy stuff, chenille, like it's got it all. So I thought to go with it, to give me 5 balls, and I will have more than enough, I chose the bag of 1 pound chenille in the color aqua to go with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the blanket with one of these, go into these 3, and then end it with this, I think. Or I'll start with this, one of these, do another one of these, and then end it with this. I guess we'll both know when I give you an update. It says to use the 8mm hook in the yarn, but the pattern says to do a 9mm hook, or hook to get your gauge. I think I'm going to go with the bigger hook. You chain 103. The other pattern that I printed is meet me in the middle crochet blanket, but you need 9 balls. So I could try that with one of the other colors that I bought and some other mill ends or Bernat blanket, but right now I'm going to start with beginner and see how it goes. All right, that is it for today. I think I'm going to get my lunch, sit down in my chair, watch some videos while I'm eating my lunch, and then I'm going to get started on this. This is so soft. And then I'm going to keep going with my wearable and see what else I come up with. Monday is my 1-year podiversary. I will be putting up a video. You might want to watch it. You never know. All right, guys. I will talk to you all soon. Have a great weekend. Bye.